Yes, I hate him. And when the truth comes out, you'll understand everything.
The Lakers just
The Lakers just officially fractured in half, and the entire NBA is heading for a total meltdown. This is a straight-up civil war. Luka Doncic reportedly caught Bronny James in a hallway and gave him the beating of his absolute life. But it gets worse. Just wait until you hear the rumors about Bronny James and Luka's ex. People say LeBron himself was the mastermind behind the whole mess. Yeah, you heard me right. Trust me. I am going to expose the most insane scandal the league has ever witnessed. Every NBA fan saw that tunnel footage from February. Look closely, and you will see it was not just two superstars with clashing egos or some friendly competition. No. LeBron was walking 5 paces ahead of Luka, acting like he did not even want to be spotted near the guy. Luka was at the other end, very clearly giving LeBron the cold shoulder. Naturally, the media tried to gaslight everyone by saying it was just a couple of alphas clashing. Still, the Lakers' PR machine is working double shifts to bury the story. This could destroy the team and split the whole NBA right down the middle. We are looking at the complete collapse of the most expensive duo in the history of the game. And every single bit of it traces back to LeBron James and his son, Bronny. If I am being real, this tension has been building for months. Behind the scenes, LeBron and the Clutch agency basically tried to force Luka into the unwanted role of being Bronny's personal mentor. It is honestly a joke. They expected an MVP candidate to spend his days teaching a rookie how to run a simple pick and roll. Even so, Luka was willing to brush it off and move forward just to keep the team on track. But the real snap happened when sources revealed Luka allegedly discovered an affair between Bronny James and his own ex-girlfriend. Yeah, this kid was actually getting with Luka's ex. And here's the most messed up part. He was doing this exactly when Luka's family life was hitting rock bottom. It is one thing to be a struggling rookie when your dad is one of the most famous basketball players ever. But it is another thing entirely to hook up with your father's teammate's woman while that man is still dealing with heavy family problems. Bronny was about to find out exactly what happens when you cross a line like that. Just imagine being Luka for a second. You are already in the middle of the most stressful year of your life, fighting a legal war with your ex and the mother of your 2 daughters. The same kid they tried to force you to mentor. The one guy who is only on the roster because of his father's name. He was sleeping with your ex, even though the divorce is not even finalized yet. Sources claim Luka cornered Bronny in the back of the facility. Far from the cameras, it ended with Bronny getting his tail whooped. I mean, absolutely destroyed. According to insiders, LeBron was nowhere near the tunnel when Luka saw the chance to grab Bronny and handle him before any Lakers security could even move in. The Lakers are pretending everything is perfect because they have $1 billion in brand value they need to protect. But you simply cannot hide this level of hatred. Every time LeBron plays the proud father, it is a direct jab at Luka. Luka is losing his own daughters in a custody fight, while Bronny is handed a spot he did not earn. The irony is disgusting. LeBron is building a kingdom for his son, while Luka's own home life is falling apart. Now, you might be wondering how Bronny James could even get close to Luka's ex, but I have the full scoop. Like I promised earlier, I am about to expose the entire thing. To understand why Luka finally snapped, we have to talk about his private struggles while the rest of the world just watched him drop 50-point triple-doubles. December 6, 2025. Mark that date. That was the day the Lakers' dream officially became a total horror show. Get this. Luka flew to Slovenia for the birth of his second daughter, Olivia. This should have been one of the most beautiful days of his entire life. Instead, the whole thing turned into a complete disaster. Reports confirm police were called to the Kranj Maternity Hospital in Slovenia during a massive fight between Luka and his fiancée, Ana Maria. Luka wanted to bring his oldest daughter, Gabriella, back to Los Angeles so he could actually be a dad while leading the league's most famous franchise. But Ana Maria said no. Things turned toxic fast. Next thing you know, local authorities were stepping in to settle a massive superstar family drama. Luka flew back to the States just hours after his daughter was born, desperate to suit up and be there for his team. While Luka sat in the locker room trying to focus on basketball, his personal life was literally falling apart. Guess who suddenly starts popping up in Ana Maria's notifications? Bronny. This wasn't just some random follow. It was a calculated trail of messages and likes that began right as her relationship with Luka hit the fan. The timing was way too perfect. How did Ana Maria suddenly scrub her entire Instagram of Luka in early March, only to file a massive lawsuit in California days later that would permanently alter the financial landscape of his NBA career? March 10, 2026. Remember that date? because that was when the trap was officially set. That is the day Anna Maria filed for child support in California. Think about it. Anna Maria and the kids are all the way in Slovenia. They live there, so the custody battle should happen in Ljubljana. But she filed in LA using the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act. This act implies that since Luka lives here and has a $165 million contract with the Lakers, California law lets her demand child support based on his massive NBA salary, not on Slovenian standards. We are talking about over $100,000 a month. This is a calculated financial hit job. Are you telling me a Slovenian model just happened to find the most aggressive legal loophole in the American judicial system while 6,000 miles away? No chance. This has LeBron James written all over it. The rumors circulating through NBA circles right now are absolutely wild, and they all point to one thing. While Luka fought for his family, Bronny was allegedly making moves in LA, introducing Anna Maria to the exact lifestyle Luka wants to keep his kids away from. This isn't just about some affair or the money. Luka is trying to protect his daughters from LeBron's dark world. We are talking about the entertainment underworld, the Diddy and Hollywood connections, and a high society lifestyle that swallows people whole. Sources claim LeBron tried to drag Luka into that inner circle dozens of times, and every single time Luka said no. He just wanted to play ball and go home. So, what do you do when a superstar refuses to play along? You target what he loves most. By setting up this connection between his son and Luka's ex, it seems LeBron is using those kids as leverage to finally control Luka. It is a hostile takeover of Luka's career. They have turned the court into a battlefield where he is surrounded by enemies in the same jersey. So, every time you see Luka and LeBron ignoring each other, remember it is the result of months of betrayal and a legal trap designed to bleed Luka dry. Am I the only one who finds it hilarious that LeBron tried to force Luka into mentoring Bronny? In what universe did he actually think that could ever happen? We are talking about one of the league's elite players, a guy who, at Bronny's age, was winning EuroLeague MVPs while American kids were still worried about prom. And LeBron really thought he could turn him into a glorified babysitter for his son. The level of audacity here is something we have never seen before. Rumors are swirling through the NBA that LeBron isn't just extending his career to play alongside his son. He is trying to hold the Lakers' front office hostage until he ensures Bronny is the undisputed heir to his throne. He wants the keys to the kingdom handed to a kid who wouldn't even be on a G League roster if his name wasn't James, and the whole league knows it. It is obvious LeBron knows his window is closing, so he is using every bit of leverage left to inflate Bronny's value. He is out here demanding Bronny gets actual rotation minutes during high-stakes NBA games. This is basically professional sabotage for an elite player like Luka Doncic. He is having a historic season, leading the league with 32.5 points and nearly 10 assists per game. While Luka fights through double teams for 37 minutes a night, Bronny is putting up some of the absolute worst numbers ever for an NBA rookie. This guy is averaging 2.1 points per game on a terrible 39.7% from the field. His verticality is practically non-existent, and his defensive rating is a complete bust. Honestly, it is a slap in the face to basketball. Luka is watching his prime years get wasted on a family business project. You want to talk about hypocrisy? Let us go back to that February 24th loss against the Orlando Magic. The Lakers fell 110-109 after the offense died late. Luka put up 22 points and 15 assists, yet LeBron had the audacity to blame the Slovenian star at the post-game podium. I am unsure. Look, you should ask Luka what he saw there, but honestly, he had a clean look and just seemed to lose his footing. It is a textbook case of LeBron deflecting the blame away from himself. Honestly, if you can convince the fans that Luka is the problem, they might overlook the fact that the rookie and his dad are squatting on roster spots meant for more talented players. But the disrespect reached a boiling point in January when Rich Paul took shots at Luka on his Game Over podcast. He pushed a narrative that the Lakers need a defensive powerhouse like Jaren Jackson Jr. to win. At first glance, it seems like logic, but look at who they are willing to trade to get that deal done. Rich Paul basically called Austin Reeves, Luka's closest friend on the squad, nothing more than a trade asset to be dumped. If I ran the Lakers, I would definitely be calling Memphis about a trade for Jaren Jackson. It is cold and calculated. By shipping off Reeves, they are not just fixing the defense, they are intentionally isolating their superstar, Luka. They want to strip away his support system, forcing him to fall in line with whatever vision LeBron has for the team. Here is the thing: the actual stats prove this is a lie. Advanced tracking from the 2025 to 26 season shows the Lakers are statistically more efficient and much better when Luka and Austin Reeves share the floor together. They boast a plus 8.4 rating together, which plummets to a weak plus 1.2 when Luka is paired with LeBron. The ball zips around, spacing opens up, and the game just feels natural. In fact, the Lakers are 10-2 this year when Luka and Reeves play without LeBron. Even Reeves has hinted that things are getting messy behind closed doors. He admitted he and Luka mostly bond away from the facility, building their own alliance to try and save this historic franchise from itself. Imagine being a massive talent like Luka and watching your MVP run get derailed because the front office cares more about a rookie than winning another championship. Every minute Bronny spends on the floor is a minute stolen from a veteran who could actually help win. Statistically, the Lakers fall apart every time Bronny James enters the active rotation. Through 32 games, the team defense gives up nearly 5 extra points per 100 possessions. Yet, they keep telling us Luka needs to be a leader, all while LeBron focuses on his family legacy by forcing his son into the spotlight. If that means wasting Luka's prime and trading his best friends away, King James seems perfectly fine with that. But the wildest part? NBA legends are finally starting to speak up about this whole mess. Lakers PR is working overtime to hide this locker room war, but some of the greatest players in history are tired of being quiet. They are putting everyone on blast, and they are being brutally honest about what they think of Bronny. Back at the Summer League in Vegas, Jaylen Brown was caught on a sideline camera saying what everyone was thinking, but dared not whisper, "I do not think Bronny is a pro." Jaylen saw a kid shooting 29.7% from the field and a miserable 15.8% from deep. He realized that if this is the league's future, the Lakers are in serious trouble. Then there is the old-school legend, with zero filter, the one and only Charles Barkley. Charles did not hold back. He destroyed the Lakers' current strategy on live TV, calling the whole situation an embarrassment for LeBron. Sure, the kid will draw some bets, but Barkley is questioning how the Lakers and LeBron are handling this circus. He is asking the tough questions that no one else in the media will. It is being handled terribly. Barkley's critique is sharp because it is true. LeBron is so focused on a participation trophy for his son that he is ruining a legacy he built over 23 years. Barkley also highlighted that Bronny being on the floor is a total insult to the hungry G League players who are out there averaging 20 and 10. But those guys cannot get a shot because a roster spot is being held hostage. Even the face of the franchise, Magic Johnson, couldn't find a reason to smile through this mess. When a legend like Magic says Bronny belongs in the G League, he's basically being polite while saying this kid is not an NBA player. And we have to talk about the media, because even Stephen A. Smith has finally reached his limit. We are talking about a man who usually stays completely objective now going on air and begging LeBron to finally stop pushing this fake narrative. Currently, Bronny James is averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, 0.4 rebounds. The world is tired of being told we are watching the start of some great new legacy arc. Stephen A. just pointed out the obvious. The pressure LeBron puts on the media to treat Bronny like a real prospect is creating a backlash that hurts the kid. But LeBron won't stop because the brand needs a successor, even one shooting 36% from the free throw line. Still, nobody kept it as raw or unfiltered as the outspoken Kwame Brown. The former #1 pick who knows exactly what it feels like to be called a bust under the bright lights just put the whole industry on blast. Kwame didn't hold back, noting that Bronny wasn't even the top talent on his own high school squad at Sierra Canyon. He was sitting behind 5-star recruits who actually earned the spotlight. There are high school kids out there better than Bronny. Way better than Bronny James is right now. Bronny was never the best in high school. He was never, ever the best player in his college rotation either. He wasn't even the star at USC, where he averaged a measly 4 points before jumping into the draft. The statistics are confirming exactly what the legends say. In the 2025 season, the Lakers' offensive rating with Bronny on the floor is 101, which is dead last in the league. Compare that to when Luka is playing, where the rating jumps all the way to 118. That's nearly an 18-point swing just by swapping out one single person from the equation. If the legends see it and the stats prove it, it's clear why LeBron is targeting Luka and his family. His son is failing on a massive stage, and that means the LeBron legacy is being torn down in real time. If Bronny is a bust, the king suddenly looks like a man without a future. And when a man like LeBron feels his power fading, his next move is to find a target. It's a classic move, from the clutch playbook, destroy the man you cannot control. But LeBron miscalculated, Because Luka isn't a superstar you can just bully into silence. Despite the chaos in his personal life and the psychological games played in his own locker room, Luka Doncic is doing exactly what a generational talent does when backed into a tight corner. He's using the basketball court as his escape and giving it his all. Most players would simply crumble under a massive child support trap or the betrayal of a teammate's son going after their ex-partner. But Luka responds with 51-point triple-doubles that make the record books look like a joke. He is leading the league, averaging 32.5 points and 10 assists, not because he's happy, but because the game is his only life. Luka's own words tell the story. He told the media, "Basketball is giving me some kind of peace." Think about how heavy that statement is. For most, playing under the bright lights of Crypto.com arena is a pressure cooker. For Luka, that hardwood floor is the one place on earth where LeBron isn't breathing down his neck about Bronny and where the legal system can't serve him papers. The locker room is now a total battlefield, and the court is his only refuge from the drama threatening to swallow his career. But he isn't fighting alone. While the rest of the roster auditions to be LeBron's next sidekick, Austin Reeves is the only guy in the building brave enough to speak the truth. While LeBron gives interviews gaslighting the world about Luka's late-game basketball IQ, Reeves does the opposite, praising Luka's genius and their massive net rating when playing together. It's a clear split. You have the clutch firm on one side, and the real Lakers, led by Luka and Austin, who are actually trying to win. Ultimately, this Lakers dream has revealed a massive failure of ego we have never seen at this level. LeBron didn't recruit Luka to the Lakers just for championships. He wanted Luka to fuel a family enterprise. But the Slovenian superstar didn't sign up to be a sidekick or a mentor in some scripted reality show. He came to claim the throne. So, I've got to ask, is Bronny James why Luka's world shattered, or is LeBron the real villain for trading a title and a friend's piece for a family business? Tell me your take in the comments, because the truth is finally surfacing now.